It's not nice to eavesdrop, but it's fun. So let's check in on the comedy of errors at the Baxters. On the little things in life. Brought to you by Loving Care Color Lotion from Clairol.
Hi. What are you doing just sitting out here in the car, dear? I heard you drive in. I kept expecting you to walk in the house. Hey, look at me. You look as though you're in a trance. Are you all right?
I just made a terrible fool of myself.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad.
You ever feel like finding some hole you could crawl into and die?
Oh, honey, now. Come on in the house. I've got your favorite dinner. Pot roast. You feel better after you've eaten something.
Eat? I couldn't eat a darn thing. You know, you're just like my mother. No matter what went wrong, she was always forcing food into you, so that made everything all right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
dear.
dear.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. No. I don't know why I'm snapping at you.
Look, at least get out of the car and tell me about it. Come on. Come on. There. Everyone makes a fool of himself once in a while, honey. Let's go in the house. Come on. Now tell me. Come on, tell me.
You know that man in the street program?
Yes. The inquiring reporter, the one on the local TV news?
Yeah, that's the one.
You got stopped. You got stopped on the street.
I did.
What did he ask? Oh, isn't that exciting? Well, why are you upset? Just last night when we were watching the TV news, you said, why didn't that guy ever stop you and ask your opinion? Remember, just last night?
I remember.
Well, interviewed by the report. What did he ask you?
Everything, I guess. State of the economy. Did I think the president was doing a good job?
Oh, marvelous. You must have had a field day. I bet you talked an arm off him.
I said nothing.
Oh, come on. I bet you're wonderful. He couldn't shut you up, and now you're embarrassed. Is that it?
I said nothing.
What?
I said nothing. Not a word. Nothing. Nothing.
I don't know what you mean. You love to sound off on all those things. Why, we go to dinner parties, and I've said, don't get on politics, but you do, and I kick you under the table, and I glare at you, and the hostess is going crazy.
Yeah, I know. Ordinarily, nobody can shut me up, but I'm telling you, this time, when I had the chance, I said nothing.
Start at the beginning.
I was on my way to the parking lot to get the car about an hour ago. I was thinking about something that had gone wrong at the office when suddenly, out of the blue, this guy zooms out at me from the arcade entrance.
What guy?
The guy that does the Man on the Street program.
All right. Okay, yeah.
But I didn't know then who he was. And then he shoves this microphone in my face, and then I saw the TV camera pointing at me, and... I mean, it all happened so fast.
Sure.
The guy looked sort of familiar, but I couldn't...
Bill Jaspers. It's Bill Jaspers. When you watch him every night...
Yes, I know. Okay. Bill Jaspers.
Yeah.
Hello there, he said. You, sir, are on the Man of the Street program, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, or something like that.
Yes.
Well, that's it. He bombarded me with questions, and I said nothing.
You must have said something.
I said nothing. The microphone in my face, the red light on that TV camera, I don't know why, I just...
Your one big chance to sound off publicly, and you got mic fright?
I guess so.
I just can't believe it. You're the one who's always criticizing other people who get interviewed. Listen to that idiot, you'll say. Oh, look, I'm sure you said something, and now you're just worried you didn't express yourself as well as you might have, honey. I think
now,
you know...
Now, wait a minute. You don't seem to get the point. I know I said absolutely nothing. I seemed paralyzed. My throat just closed up. And I will never again criticize people on TV. It's one thing to sit in your living room and feel as brilliant as Einstein, but it's quite another when a guy pokes a microphone in your face and you got to talk.
Yes.
And you want to talk intelligently, you know what I mean?
Sure, You don't think that you've said anything at all?
Nothing at all.
Well, forget it. It doesn't matter, honey. It
doesn't
really
matter.
No,
it's going to be on the 6 o'clock news.
Oh, they'll cut you out if you didn't say anything. These things are all done on tape these days, aren't they?
No. I don't think this will be cut out. As I walked off, still feeling like a zombie, I heard the cameraman say, I hope you keep that in. It was pretty funny.
Oh, I don't think they keep... He said that.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 minutes to 6. Come on, we better get the TV turned on. Come on, dear.
No, I couldn't watch it.
Come on.
I can't. Do you realize everybody we know watches the 6 o'clock news? Tonight, all our friends, our neighbors, my boss, they'll all be tuned in to watch your husband make one big fool out of himself.
Well, I'm sure you're exaggerating.
I'm so sure that I'm not exaggerating that I would like to pack up tonight and move to Australia. Will you come with me?
Oh, honey, nothing is ever as bad as it seems.
This is one time everything is worse than it seems.
Come on, we have 3 minutes to go. Get the TV on. Haven't you got the TV turned on?
It's on. I just turned down the sound.
I wish you would relax and stop worrying. I know you. If you were interviewed by the man on the street program, you said something.
I said nothing.
You just don't remember. You're probably so excited being on TV. There, turn up the sound. There's Bill Jaspers.
I feel sick. I really do.
Turn it up, dear.
And this is Bill Jaspers at the entrance to the Burlington Arcade, bringing you the opinions of your fellow citizens. Well, hi there.
That's not
would
you.
you
Of
step
course
over
that's
to
not
our
me. Do I
microphone,
wear a blonde
please?
wig?
Yes, right here. How are you this fine day? Would you like to tell us your name?
Amelia Fluffer.
Well,
Mrs. Fluffer.
Mrs. Fluffer. Now, what do you think about the rising costs these days?
Well, I think it's awful. I really do. I mean, I think it's awful, I mean, the way things cost so much.
Yes. Now, how has this affected your household budget?
Well, just everything costs so much, I mean, you go to buy anything and it's awful.
Great.
I mean, I think the rising costs are awful.
Terrific.
What else can you say, They're awful.
Well, thank you very much. Nice talking to you. And, let's see if we can catch this gentleman coming along here.
There you
sir,
are, dear. There you
sir,
are.
would you
Take your
step
hands
over
off
to
your
our
eyes and
microphone,
watch.
please?
Watch the
Fine.
TV.
Now, I'm sure we'll get some very erudite opinions from this gentleman. Hello, sir. I'm Bill Jaspers, your inquiring reporter. Could you tell us your name, sir? Well, lots of people don't like to give their names. Tell us, sir, do you feel the president is doing a good job?
Oh, honey, you're just staring at the camera.
Now, sir, if you don't have an opinion about that, I'll bet you have something to say about the pornographic literature that's allowed on our newsstands.
Oh, well, you always just blast off on the subject of dirty books.
Well, now, most people have some opinion about that, some pretty strong opinions, sir. Well, I'm sure you'd, here's your chance to, look, now, how about women's lib? Maybe you've got something to say about that. Your wife might like to hear. You are married.
Couldn't you have at least nodded your head?
Well, sir, you're certainly entitled to keep your opinions to yourself. It's indeed a free country. But before you go, is there somebody, wife, kiddies, somebody you'd at least like to wave at out there in so-called television land? Fine. Fine, thank you, sir. But nice to... Now a message from our sponsor.
Well, you look fine. The sports jacket photographs well.
You must be very proud of your husband.
All right, so you didn't exactly distinguish yourself, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was disastrous. It was awful, if I may quote that silver-tongued lady who was on just before me. I mean, it was awful, if you know what I mean. Awful.
I do think it might have occurred to you to admit that you were married, but that's a minor point, I guess.
I'll never live this down, never. I really meant it when I said we might as well pack up and move to Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica.
Maybe a lot of people we know didn't even see it. It's summertime. Everyone's on vacation.
No, not
Don't worry about
everyone,
it.
and they all watch the 6 o'clock news.
Well,
That phone's going to start ringing and keep up all night. All my pals with something real cute and funny to say.
Well, they'll take the phone off the hook so we can have dinner in peace. I do have one small question.
What?
When that reporter said, would you at least want to wave at somebody, why didn't you just wave? Why in heaven's name did you salute? You haven't been in uniform in 20 years.
Why do you think I feel like such an idiot?
Huh?
That wasn't the Army salute. That was the Boy Scout salute. 3 fingers.
Oh, no. Why?
I haven't used that for 30 years.
Honey.
I tell you, that microphone drove everything right out of my mind. I was just paralyzed.
You poor darling. Well, I've got a nice dinner for you now. Come on, honey.
Hey, one thing. I did look good, didn't I? Well, you said so yourself. My new sport jacket looked great. And with my suntan, my hair was okay. I looked pretty darn good.
Oh, boy. Now there's going to be no living with you. Now tear yourself away from the mirror and come on, let's eat.
The following is a paid dramatization.
Hi, I'm the teacher, and that's Roland Gibbs on drums. He drew my picture last week with gray hair. Me, with 11 grays. I gave hair coloring a second thought. I found out about Loving Care Color Lotion from Clairol. It has no peroxide, doesn't change my natural color, and it's good for my hair. Loving Care covered my grays and made my hair softer and shinier. Gotta give the kid credit.
Loving Care Color Lotion from Clairol. It's good for your hair.
The Little Things in Life has been brought to you by Daytrill, the new non-aspirin pain reliever from Bristol-Myers. This is the Serial Network.